Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, welcome you all to the new session of the certified course in the pediatric nutrition, and welcome to the FST and Exploration Foundation and ISO certified and ETL certified organization. So already you know about us, you know about our running courses now, like renal dietitian course, certified diabetes educator course, along with the 3 months virtual internship has been going on, and also the diabetes educator course has also been started from the August, as well as from the another old batch is there from the month of May, and as well as there is advanced diet plan making program. Along with that, there is sports nutrition course, certified sports nutritionist course, and as well as certified renal dietitian course. Now we are coming to launch a new program, that is certified course in pediatric nutrition, and this is the first class of your pediatric nutrition. You will have you will have 3 classes in every month of pediatric nutrition, and this is the first class. And a module of pediatric nutrition will be shared uh, within tomorrow about the module of first 3 months. So coming to this is the 6 months course, and the first 3 month module will be shared by us tomorrow. Okay. So now we are coming to our first session. So give me 1 minute. I will just present my screen. So a very good evening, everyone. This is the first class of your certified sports nutritionist, certified pediatric nutritionist course, and this is organized and already fully organized and designed by the FST and Exploration Foundation. And I am the academic coordinator as well as the trainer of FST and Exploration Foundation. Many of you are habituated with me, with my class, because there are many common students of other courses also here. I can see them, and so you know me. And those who are very new to FST and Exploration Foundation, so just an introduction for me. I'm Ishani Ganguly, MSc in Food and Nutrition, NEET qualified in home science as well as certified diabetes educator. And now I'm joining with the Discipline Exploration Foundation as the position of academic coordinator as well as the main trainer and guest Nutri faculty of the Nutri World and faculty of Home Science and Institute of Nutri Studies, as well as the former assistant professor of Swami Vivekananda University in Food and Nutrition Department. So coming to our first module. The first module already I have told in the WhatsApp group, that is different periods of childhood and influence of nutrition. That is, will be our first module. We will have 3 modules in the month of August in the 3 classes. So from the here we can see a picture that different periods of childhood and influence of nutrition. So from here I can we can concentrate on one word, that is different periods of childhood. That means childhood. So when we are thinking about childhood, one picture comes in our mind, that is full of child, and also some memories about our childhood. So already we are all in the stage of adulthood. So we are thinking, when we are just listen to the word childhood, we are thinking about our childhood memories, our childhood. And when the childhood word comes to you, the first image creates in your mind, that will be the image of children. So that's why I have created this slide, that what does the childhood means. Okay. So the nutrition which is related to the childhood is known as pediatric nutrition, because Many of you are aware about that, and many of you not. That what is pediatric nutrition? The nutrition which is associated with the childhood is known as pediatric nutrition. Now, what does this pediatric nutrition do? Because you are doing a certified course in pediatric nutrition, so you should know about the proper definition and purpose of pediatric nutrition. So, pediatric nutrition basically are dealing with the dietary needs of the infants, because the infants are the more susceptible to the growth and development in a vast way, as well as the changing of various organ functions and the body composition change. So in this way also our pediatric nutrition, or the goal of pediatric nutrition is to influence the baby's growth and development, as well as to reduce the diseases occurring in the children, and to maintain the overall good health and the choices of good nutrients in the diet of the child. And of course also the amount, because the adult stomach and the child's stomach is not in the same size. So if we consider that what I can eat, also a child can also eat the same thing, that will be the wrong thing. Many parents come to us are having some problems like my child doesn't want to eat more. Now what do you think about more? So they don't have any definition of more. How much? Because your child cannot eat how much you eat. So you have to properly differentiate between the amount or the size of the portion you are getting and the size of the portion your child should get. So don't compare with your intake with the child intake. As well as the childs are more prone to having the bacterial and viral attack, so developing diarrhea. So we should also keep in mind about preventing this type of diseases, as well as to maintain our body balance, electrolyte balance, and to prevent the any food allergy which are very common in the infants and children. So that is the main purpose of pediatric nutrition. Now, one thing come in your mind, that why I am doing this course. So here are some companies I have given example: Nestle, Cadbury, Horlicks, Abbott. These type of companies have the various types of supplement products for the children. Like you all know about that, Nestle have some supplement products for the children, some pediatric products. Also Amul, I have not given the name, Amul has also. Cadbury, the Bournvita is from the Cadbury product. Horlicks and Abbott. Abbott also producing a lot of supplement product or the various types of formula feeding for the children. Now in these companies, there is a job vacancy for the pediatric nutritionists. And if you have done any type of course regarding this pediatric nutrition, you can easily get a chance to be hired there. Now there are only the vacancies for the dietitians. Now why your CV will be catchy? How? You are doing this course. So when you are adding the course in your CV, it will be very much beneficial for you, because there are various vacancies in the pediatric department. And when the HR or the recruiter will see that you have already done a course in the pediatric nutrition, you will easily get the chance better than anyone. So if there is around 25 to 30 CV and there only 4 to 5 has done the pediatric nutrition course, and then if they select the 10, these 5 will be there, because they have already done a special course in this pediatric nutrition. So this will help you to become your CV catchy in various types of pediatric department or in various types of pediatric companies who are producing various types of products or supplement products, formula feeding for the child. So various questions have come that why do I do this course? This is the answer. So this is just only the beginning, as this is the first class of your pediatric nutrition. So coming to when childhood words come to your mind, an image has been created like a full of children. But childhood is the age span ranging between the birth and puberty. Okay, so it's a lot. The range is vast. According to the UNICEF, minors is a period of life from birth until the age of 20 years of age. So now it is considered childhood is being the 0 to 15 to 18 years. So also we have to do the proper nutrition. We have to regulate about the nutritional needs. We have to see the nutritional screening of the infants, toddlers, school-going, preschoolers, everyone. Okay, until the age of 18 years. So why the nutrition is important for the kids? Nutrition is basically important for the kids because it is very much necessary rather than the adults. Because nutrients is the ultimate one who are helping the child to become developed. Growth and development is the ultimate function of child nutrition, as well as preventing diseases and maintain the body balance. So coming to our topic, what will be our topic? Our topic is different periods of childhood. Now this is very much necessary while going to the other modules. The 5 stages of child development. There are 5 stages. First one is newborn, second one is infant, third one is toddler, fourth one is preschooler, and fifth is school-going children. So when we are going to talk about the childhood nutrition, first of all, our priority is to know about the childhood. What are the stages of childhood? When you are going to a company as a pediatric nutritionist and you have been asked in an interview that will you do the formula feeding for a school-going children? No. Formula feeding is for the children who is not able to do the breastfeeding. That's why formula feeding has been given, or those have the lactose intolerance. So, why, in which stage, why any nutrient is necessary? That is very important. And for doing this, you have to know about the various stages, as well as you have to know about the various developmental characteristics. Cognitive development, physical development, mental development, all the developmental characteristics in these various stages. Because to be a certified pediatric nutritionist, you have to be aware of the childhood, the broad prospects of childhood. So, coming to the first one, that is the newborn. During the first month of life, what does the newborn do? They do some automated response to the external stimulation. Like when your hand or when you grab the finger, when you put the finger in his or her hand, in the baby's hand, in the infant's hand, they just grab it. That is an automatic response. What does they do? A newborn is able to see the close-up objects. Like if you put the face just in front of the face of the newborn, they will able to recognize some smell, smile, or to cry or indicate about the need. When they need anything or when they are feeling something which is not pleasant for them, like any body ache or any stomach pain or any type of vomiting, so they just cry. Crying is the ultimate sign and symptom of an infant that the infant needs something. And they also move her head side by side. So this is the developmental. Newborns may show some developmental disabilities like spina bifida, you know about that. Folate deficiency in the mother lead to that. Genetic disorder, fetal alcohol syndrome. So this is about the newborn part. Now we are coming to the newborn developmental signs and symptoms later. I just want to explain about the various stages first. Now coming to the infants. So infant means like about 3 to 6 months. Okay, just 0 to 3 months is known as the newborn. Now after 3 to 6 months or just about 1 year of age, this is known as an infant. An infant can control his head movement, like in which I want to see. The infant can see. Like if anyone is saying, oh look, your papa is coming, the infant will see around the door. Or anyone is saying, okay, see that the sound is coming. The infant will turn his or her head to the window. By 6 to 9 months, an infant can sit without the support, babble and respond his name, like some type of sound is coming throughout his or her mouth. And between the age of 9 to 12 months, like going to 1 year, so baby grabs some object, start to crawl, hamaguri dewa jetake bole, start to crawl and even stand with the support. Now here various signs of deformities can be formed, like Down syndrome and other types of developmental disabilities you can see in the infants in this stage. Now coming to the stage of toddlers. Now what does the toddlers do? Now when the children reach between the stage of 1 to 3 years, they start to walk without any help, start to climb the stairs, jump in place. They can hold a crayon, draw some circle, do the needful in the drawing copy, stack and block on the top, doing the block games, start to make some short sentences like I want to eat or like that. So here in the toddler stage, you are able to detect the person or the child is suffering from autism or not. Here in the toddler stage, you can detect that. Now coming to the preschool, between the age of 3 to 5 years, children refine their motor skill. Like they can put the ball, throwing the ball, do skipping, stand on one foot, doing various types of yoga, doing various types of activities within the school. This type of thing. Here also, some various developmental disabilities can be seen. Cerebral palsy or other motor developmental disabilities can be seen in preschool children. And going to the school age can be the age of 6 to 12 years. Next we are going to the teens. 12 to 18 is a teenage. Now children who are in the school age, that is 12 years, 6 to 12 years, now they are capable of confident, independent enough. They have a peer group, like a friend circle is there. And here various types of syndrome can be developed, some troubles can be developed, some cognitive impairment can develop during the school age. Now coming to that, why is child development so important in the early years? Now why pediatric nutrition is so important to us? That is a major question. Why we are designing various types of food items? Why we are designing various types of formula feeding? Why we are designing various types of supplemental feeding? Why? Because it is important. Research has shown that 25% of parents recognize the importance of first 5 years nutrition and first 5 years development. If you don't get the proper nutrition, proper development is not possible. So first 5 year child development and child nutrition is very much affected throughout the whole future. Here, if the child doesn't get the proper nutrition, he or she will suffer from various diseases in the coming future, as well as develop various types of allergic reactions, and also not able to do excellence in the coming future, and can suffer from various failure as well as academic and in the practical life. So that's why child development is very much important in the early years, the first 5 years of life. Now we are coming to what are the child development stages characteristics. If every stage of development, there are four domains which we are talking about, and as a dietitian, we should maintain these domains and we should know about this domain. At this stage of development, there are four main domains. First one is the communication and speech. Just like when they are infant, first of all, they just do the babbling. There is some sound coming. First, there are some cuckoo sound. Then the babbling, what they are saying is not able to understand what the child is saying. There are various errors are there. Now when, after that, they will start to say something. Like they are just having some round object. When you are seeing a ball, like this is a ball, this is a round object. Now as well as they think that any round object is a ball. Anything. Just like moon is also a ball. Now they are not able to separate these things. So when the age grows up, they are able to separate, like every round thing is not a ball. So various domains have been developed. First of all, the communication, then the speech. Now coming to the physical domain. Now in various stages, the physical development are also going on. Like there are the upliftment of the muscle as well as the increase of the muscle mass, increase of the bones, etc. and as well as the motor development. Like the movement of the hands and fingers, start to grab anything. These are the things. Now the social and emotional domains are also there. Like the child knows that, okay, he is my father, she is my mother. Self-images, okay, I am a girl or I am a boy. Perception of feeling like, okay, I am growing. These things are very much necessary and they are my friends. My friends are important for me. My family is important for me. So they are start to develop these things. These are the social and emotional domain. Now coming to the cognitive domain means the functioning of brain, like remembering something about A, B, C, D, this type of remembering, thinking of something, knowing some knowledge, judging anyone, okay, he is not good, he is bad. Now in the preschool children, it has been in the preschoolers, it has been taught the good touch and bad touch. You all know about that, and those who are joining with various types of kindergarten school, I think you all know about that. In the kindergarten school, the teachers are giving the education about the good touch and bad touch. Now this is the cognitive domain, how to regulate this thing, how to judge a people, and how to solve any problem. So these cognitive development is also being done in various stages. So this is the milestone that are made across various domains. Our milestone is to develop the child in four domains in every stage, and for that the parents' cooperation is very much necessary, as well as the cooperation of their trainers, that means the preschool teachers and all. So coming to the domains of development and what we want to achieve. For the newborn, okay, for the newborn, that is the communication and speech. In the milestone or characteristic of the stage, what we want to achieve, that is food. Food means the sound, like a newborn is producing a sound from his throat, his or her throat, that is known as coos. Make eye contact, cries for different needs, that is very much important. If the child is not doing this sign or symptom, that means your child is having some problem. He or she is not doing the normal or not leading the normal life. And also when a voice is coming, then listen to that. Yeah.
मैम कूस्ट एक बार बोलबेन
Yeah, cool means like when you are I don't know if you have seen a newborn child or not, but within 1 to 3 months they are producing some sound just in 40 to 50 times in a day, a sound which is coming from his or her throat, like this type of sound they are doing. Okay, these type of sound, there is no sound or there is no that doing the talks, no, only the sound is coming to the throat. A small sound is coming. This is known as coos. That means his or her throat is normal. He or she is able to produce the sound. That is known as pulse. Now coming to the physical domain. This is the increasing amount of control over arms. They are just spreading their arms, legs. They are doing you can see, if you see a newborn, here you can see they just spreading their legs, try to do the cycling pose and all. These are very much normal. Turns towards the sound. Whenever there is sound is coming, just drop anything. A heavy thing, just drop. If the sound comes and the child turns his or her head. This is very much common in 1 to 3 months. And in this way, the doctors or the pediatric nutritionists are assuming yes, the child having the proper ear, the ear development is normal, the eye development is normal, the muscle development is normal, everything is normal. In this way, we can assume yes, it is normal. When a child first born, in the first day, how we can assume that the child is able to speak, or the child is able to listen, or the child is able to take the smell properly? It is not done. So when the time grows up, in this way we can detect that okay, he or she just turns her head when the from the sound is coming. That means she is able to listen. Now when they are producing the full sound, that means he or she is able to produce a sound. So these are the things. And follow the object with the eye. You are knowing that there are some types of round merry-go-round of toys which have been given to as a gift for the 1 to 3 months old children, and the toys are just hanging just above the child's head, or from the various types of mosquito nets. They are just hanging. So these are just doing the round thing, merry-go-round toys. Okay, why these are given? These have also importance. The doctors have also recommended that these toy is very much necessary for every child, because when this is rounding, when this starts to round, the merry-go-round toy starts to round, the baby or the infant is able to round his or her eyes. And this is very much necessary that the eye movement is normal. When you are assisting a pediatrician, as a pediatric nutritionist, it is very much aware, you have to be very much aware about that thing. Now coming to social and emotional development. Start to smile between 2 to 3 months, not in 1 month. After 2 months, they start to smile. Just do something like that. Do something like here, give some sensation here. So they start to smile. Or doing something with the face, they start to smile. This is very much necessary. That okay, he or she is able to feel something. Now cognitivists show interest in human face and objects, just like assuming okay, she is my mother. I will stop crying when my mother texts me. I will stop crying when my father texts me. Or when any other texts me, I will start to cry. This type of things are there. Cognitive development. It's very much necessary. Start to recognize mother and father or the caregivers who are grandparents or anyone. So these are the signs and symptoms and the domains to be achieved. Now coming to the infants, okay? After 3 months. After 3 months, they start to babble, like not anything, any type of like after 5 to 6 months, anyone says, okay, she first says the ma word, but this is babbling. That no, she is not saying, he or she is not saying the ma. Okay, because it develops after 9 months. He or she just doing the ba, da, normally. Exceptions is there, but normally babbling is ba, da, ka, this type of words. This is babbling. Listen when spoke to and might respond to the babbling. Like, you have to do some responses. When an infant is doing the babbling, the caregivers or the father or mother do the interaction. It is very much necessary. Now react to the noise. Suddenly a noise has been come. A big noise. The infant becomes frightened. Now it is also necessary reaction. But or the mother comes from the office. She just said, I am in home. The reaction, you will see a smiling reaction. That is very much necessary. Recognize sound of the own name. When anyone is saying, okay, Ria, come to me. So when anyone just recognize a infant, recognize his or her name, you have to be habituated with that. Now, when the infants listen, her name has been one word which she is very common to, and her name has been pronounced by anyone frequently. So he or she is able to respond. Follow some comments when used with gestures, just like मम्मा तुम ये करके दिखाओ तो, और मम्मा तुम hands ऊपर करो और smile करो थोड़ा सा, ये सब. Okay, these types of things are very much necessary. Now follow some comments, like look at the objects or people when you name them. Like where is the balloon? Where is the mother? Where is the father? The child turns around to her mother. The child turns around to her father. If the balloon is there, the child turns around to the balloon. If a toy named like, okay, where is the toy? Golu, Golu kahan hai? So the child goes to that toy. Okay, the toy is there. The child looks at the toy. This is very much necessary. Recognize anything. Now coming to from 9 to 12 months. Knows what no means. That is very much necessary. When when an infant want to grab a bundle of hair, or anything which is harmful, start to grab. When you are saying no, no means no. You are not doing that. Okay? No means no. So, from 9 to 12 months, they are able to understand that. Start to communicate with various types of gestures. Might use some proto words, like for the food, they're saying yum yum. This type of things, like this, are having interest in that food. Or they are saying no to the food. That means they are not liking the food. So that things are very much necessary for the communication and speech. Now coming to the physical domain of development. From 3 months, greater control over the arms and legs. When to stretch, when to put it down. Able to sit upright, like with the help of the pillows, they are able to sit properly. Can turn over or roll over, start to flip. They start to flip. They just, when they slip like that, they start to flip after 3 months. Explore the world. Banging objects and putting things in mouth, just grabbing something and putting things in mouth. This is very much common after 3 months. Now from 7 to 9 months, can grab object with one hand. Anything, just grab the hair of anyone. It is very much common. Grab the spectacles. Okay. Now next, start to crawl. And also from 7 to 9 months, it is exception. The child may able to stand with the support. From 9 to 12 months, hand-eye coordination has been developed. That means if want to grab a ball, that's just sing to the ball and then start to grab, not sing to any other place. Able to walk, able to stand without support in the age of 1 year. Now coming to social and emotional development. From the 3 months of age, what they do, loves when happy and cries when they are being frustrated. Like start to recognize the familiar face, mother, father, grandparents, any other ones. Forms attachment to a favorite toy. Golu is my favorite toy. Without Golu, to wo sota hi nahi hai. As a type of comments you can see in the parents, you can listen from a parents. Okay, so favorite toy से कोई attachment हो जाता है. Okay, respond to some facial expression. Now again, if the mother is crying or if the father is upset, the child goes to them and they are able to recognize, okay, they are not responding properly. That means there is something not happening. So they are doing some distress when someone else is upset. They are able to become emotional development has been grown up in the age of 9 to 12 when it has been very much developed in the child. May become more clingy and anxious, enjoy being with the other babies, can give hugs and love the receiving them. When infant is able to do a hug with their close and near and dear ones. Now coming to cognitive development, notice music. That's why we are telling, the doctors are also telling the pediatrician, the music is very much important for the cognitive development of the child. From 7 months, enjoy dropping the things and watching them fall. This is very tough phase. Like grab the mobile phone and just throw it. Because it is necessary, but not the mobile phones, but it is necessary. And because it shows the cognitive development. Because they like that someone I throw and it falls. They just like the cause and effect. Anything is there, just take it and throw it. Okay, arrange objects into pattern and shapes. Concentration is there, try various new things. Start to solve the puzzle at the age of 1 year, like very short puzzles are there. And look for hidden object in the light place. Like he or she knows, okay, the mother keeps the mobile here. So if you have hidden this thing just under a book or anything, he or she will find it out. This is also the cognitive development in the infant. Now coming to the stage of toddlers. In the toddlers, that is 1 to 3 years, say some first words, Baba, Ma, this type of words. May build up using 5 or 10 different words by 18 months. Start to recognize the different accent at the same language, like tui, tumi, this type of language. In the Bengali, I can see tu, tum, आप किसको किसको हम यूज करते हैं ये start to recognize हो जाता है. Now respond to questions. If anyone asks you what is your name, they start to answer or they just try to answer. From 18 months, use at least 50 words, name objects and pictures. You can see from 1.5 months, now the children are going to the school. Okay, begins to use the 2-word phrase like me book, me food. Use simple pronouns, me, you, my, etc. Can start to follow various directions. Just start to pick up the book and give it to me. This type of direction they are able to follow. Enjoy listening to story. That is very much important. Nowadays, the child is enjoying their cartoon in the mobile phones. But it is not right. Enjoying listening to the story. Talks to self during the play. They're just talking to themselves during play. We have also done this in our childhood. From 2 to 3 years, start to say first correct full sentence. I want to eat. Talks about what they're doing. I am drawing, Mama. These things. Conversation skill develops. They respond to you very often. Whatever you ask, they respond spontaneously. Now coming to physical, from 1 year, has a preferred hand, makes marks on the paper, just doing various types of drawing in all the wall also. May be able to stand and walk, sit up easily, crawl very fast. From 1 to 10 years, very confident about moving around. Walking improvement is done. Can use a spoon to feed by itself, okay? Spoon feeding is necessary. Can stack the blocks on the top, like do the blocking game. And also may drink from a cup. Just taking various types of supplement feeding. Now from 2 to 3 years, dress or undress yourself. Can use the toilet alone. That is, the toilet training is another very essential for the parents. Can throw or kick a ball, improve running, jumping, etc. Start to climb the stairs and can try to ride the tricycles, the 3-wheeler cycle. I think many of us have had this in our childhood. Coming to social and emotional, able to recognize the self in the mirror, he or she can see himself or herself or can recognize, okay, this is me. Emotions are easily visible. They can cry, they can smile, wants to do things when they want to. Whenever they want, they just do anything. Play along with the other children, more confident with the strangers. Okay, my father and mother is there, so I can do an interaction with the stranger. Now, cognitive development can point to the named body parts. Where is your nose? Where is your ear? He or she can able to point. Can identify the familiar things in picture book, like what is that? This is a dog. Here you can see the street dog. So they can able to connect these things. Much better at solving various puzzles. Puzzle games are there for 1 to 3 years children. From 2 to 3 years can name various color. What is the color of the sky? Blue. What is the color of your hair? Black. This type of thing. Recognize some letter, ABCD. Can say number. So these types of things are there in the kindergarten school. Can group the similar object, increase various types of logic. These things are there. Okay. Now coming to the preschool child. Domain of development is communication and speech. Okay, coming to from 3 years, they master difficult sound like judge, watch, or think anything. Speak more clearly so that stranger can also understand what he wants to speak. Ask a lot of questions. Now this is the phase where you have to be very patient as a parent. Like if you answer one query, there will be around 10 queries ready for you. So ask a lot of questions. Why the sky is blue? Why the clouds are coming? Why the moon is there? Why the sun is there? The lot of question is there. And also making errors with various tenses. Like I want to eat, I wanted to eat. It can happen. Physically, can use a tricycle and other type of wheel toys are there. Can use a toothbrush. Can able to handle the scissors. Now this is very much important. From 3 to 6 years, the schools are giving the training for how to use the scissors. Tribal start to look like letters. Walk up and down in the stair, catch a ball, draw circles, square. They can do various types of yoga also. Can use a fork and spoon for having his or her lunch and dinner. Now coming to social and emotional development, become more easy with others, begin to participate in various games, shows imagination, talks about various feelings. So I am sad today because my best friend have not talked to me today. So this type of emotions are there. Role play, they are just try to be look like his or her mommy or his or her daddy. Okay, and just like do the role play as a teacher in the school in front of the mirror. We have also done this, just like putting a dupatta on our many of a lot of you are girls, so putting a dupatta on your body just like a sari, and you are just speaking in front as the you are a teacher. So it's very common between the age of 3 to 6 years. So cognitive development is there. Memory is much better, able to memorize various types of sums, letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Looks through a book alone, various types of color books or books with various pictures, picture books are there. No school name and gender, yes. I am Riya Shaha and I am able to do my gender. I am a female. I am a girl, baby girl. So they are able to do that. Now coming to the last one, that is the school age. Okay. Now school age, what is there? Like communication and speech from the above the age of the 4 years and 6 years, that is use more complex sentence, clause with and, middle, etc. And then from 5 years may be able to do the stories and all. In physical, can dress themselves independently, hold the pencil properly, can brush the hair, can walk along. Okay. Now coming to the social, like to interact with others, have few arguments with the other children, talk about their like and dislike. I don't like that. I am very much fond of this. Try to do that. Okay, comprehend the danger. Okay, if anything is wrong with him or her, he or she is able to do that. Show anger. I will not eat. with our expressions, shows the anger. Now coming to cognitive development, know what is right and what is wrong. Like throwing something is wrong, grasping something which is harmful is wrong. They are able to do that. They are able to differentiate between the right and wrong. Now what is to tell a lie? What is a lie? What is the truth? They know about that. Deeper question, understand comparison, like which one is the big one, bigger, faster, etc. And understand the words like in front of, next, behind, in front, beside, etc. This type of preposition they are able to understand what the meaning of that. So these are the various developmental stages. Now coming to the other part, that is, why is early child development important? So from here, I think you have already know this answer. Now, if the developmental needs are not met, what will that? It can impact in the form of future mental health problem, various types of deep-rooted issues, behavioral issues. Those are juvenile criminal. Low self-esteem will be developed, poor attention and insecurity can be developed if the developmental needs are not met by the parents and the caregivers and the teachers. Many parents believe that playing educational games and watching educational TV shows for hours every day help to develop the children's communication and cognitive skills. But research have shown that if you interact with your parents, if you interact with your teacher, if you interact with your caregivers, grandparents, everyone, in the first 5 years of life, it is very much more beneficial for the children rather not to see any video games or any type of TV show. It's better to interact with the world. It's better to interact with your own age group children. It's better to go outside and play rather than sitting inside and play the video game. Okay. Now we are coming to the child nutrition, but today we will not focus about that. Only today we will give a small hint about child nutrition because our today's topic is only about the stages of developmental stages of childhood. That is very much necessary for you as the basic of the pediatric nutrition course. So nutrition for child is based on some idea as well as for adults, like all the 7 nutrients, carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, fiber and water is required for the child. Protein, of course, a high biological value protein foods are needed for the children. Fruit, of course, try to encourage various types of fruits because child don't like to have the fruits. So start to give in the fruits in frozen form or in the juicy form, whatever they want, but try to add fruit in their regular diet. It is very much necessary. Vegetables, try to serve the vegetable in various form, like in fresh form or in the just doing the sauteing, or start to do with some peas, beans, etc. Grains, choose whole grains such as whole wheat bread or pasta, oatmeal, popcorn, etc. Dairy products, encourage your child to eat and drink fat-free or low-fat dairy products such as milk, yogurt, etc. Now, one thing I want to share, I have been, it is also shared by one of my ma'am in the college. I don't know how many of you are from the Bihari Lal, but I am from Bihari Lal from my bachelor's and master's both. So I want to share a thing what one of our ma'am, Laila ma'am, have one day shared with us in the therapeutic nutrition class that the child don't want to take the fruit. Okay, so what we can do, just like when the child have the property or anything, that is no chance of choking the food. Okay, then start to spread a big newspaper in front of the child where the child is playing or anything. Now start to give some things, some fruits like pomegranates. These are small pomegranate seeds, or you can say the grapes. Huh. Just spread them within the newspaper. Just above the newspaper, spread them. Anonymously spread them. And don't instruct the child to take or to eat. Just see for 5 minutes. There is a very, very autonomic response of the child that grab anything which is in front of it. I have already told about it. they will start to grab the thing and put it in his or her mouth. That is a very, very realistic way to give the fruits to the child or introduce the fruits to your child. Instead of taking it in juicy form or in other form, start to give them in this way so that they can take in the fresh form and in the whole form. And when they are able to do okay, they are just a little more older, the apple slices, just throw it down within the just back of the newspaper. Please be confident about the safety and hygiene issues. So start to throw that in front of your child, in front of the place where the child is playing with the blocks or with the puzzles. You will see the child will come and grab and just put it down in his or her mouth. One day, 2 day, they will throw out, but on the third day, they will able to. So that is a way how we can introduce this is a way just how can introduce fruits and vegetables to our child. So this normally, as well as we follow for adults, we also follow for the same thing for our children, like bread or cereals or potatoes in the base form, then fruits and vegetables, then milk and dairy product, then meat, fish and alternatives, very small servings because it can also produce flatulence, and the fats and confectionery sparingly or occasionally, not to produce the juvenile obesity. So nutrition is very much important for babies. Why it is important? Already I have told. For the infants it is important because here the dietary needs change very quickly, and poor nutrition can lead to long-term health consequences like stunted growth, weak immune system, poor cognitive development and much more. So it is very important for a newborn to develop or to take a proper nutrition. Also for the infants. Now coming to the good nutrition is very much important for the toddlers also, because if the proper nutrition is not there, proper growth and development is not will be there, so slow down the system immunity, affect with the hunger and the diet. So you should give the proper diet to the toddlers. Now we will not discuss many more about that. And preschoolers also need a lot of things, because the growth part is very high in the preschooler, appetite is also very high. So you have to give a proper healthy diet to the child according to his or her age, sex and size, body weight, height of course. And one more thing, please be cautious with the child's diet, because do not promote the juvenile obesity, because juvenile obesity is a very silent killer for any child. Okay, thank you everyone for your patience, for your constant hearing. Thank you so much. So if you have any queries, please unmute your mic and ask. If you have any queries, first of all, just say one thing. I want to listen from you all, that have you learned something new today, or have you enjoyed the first section of the pediatric nutrition? Want to listen from you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if you have any queries, please, anyone have any queries regarding today's presentation?
No, ma'am.
Okay, anyone, you just unmute and ask. I'm giving you 2 to 3 minutes. You just unmute and ask. Okay, Swarnalata, okay. Swarnalata have asked that, is there any specific diet for a child? No. Is there not any specific diet for a child, because it only depends if the child is premature, the dietary needs is fully different. Now, if the child is having any deformities, the diet is fully different. Now, of course, a normal diet can be given to all the child if there is any no disabilities or any no deformities are there, or no any special needs are not there. So of course a normal diet can be given to a child, just like the normal food pyramid I have shown in the slide. আর কারোর কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন আছে? যে কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন, যে কেউ জাস্ট মাইকটা আনমিউট করে জিজ্ঞেস করতে পারো যে কেউ। বাংলাতেও জিজ্ঞেস করতে পারো, কোনো স্লাইড যদি মনে হয় যে বাংলাতে একবার বুঝিয়ে দিলে সুবিধা হয় সেটাও বলতে পারো, কোনো অসুবিধা নেই। এই কথাগুলো যদি তোমরা মানে অনেকেই তো বাংলাতে আছো, অনেকে ইংলিশে আছো, অনেকে হিন্দিতে আছো, তো এই তিনটে ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ আমি জানি। তো কারোর যদি মনে হয় এনিওয়ান, ইফ ইউ ওয়ান্ট দ্যাট you want to listen this slide in your language, like in anyone in Bengali, anyone in Hindi, or anyone in English. English I have already told, but কেউ যদি চাও যে তোমাদের ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজে কোনো একটা স্লাইড বলে দেওয়া হোক, প্লিজ ওখানে বলো যে এই স্লাইডটা ম্যাম যদি এবার রিপিট করেন, তোমরা মেসেজ বক্সে বলে দিতে পারো যে আফটার দ্য ক্লাস আমি তাহলে রিপিট করে দেবো যার যে স্লাইডটাতে প্রবলেম হচ্ছে। ওকে, তাহলে আজকে কারো কোনো রকম কোনো কোয়ারি নেই বা কোনো প্রবলেম নেই। So one thing I want to share that you will have a test. Okay, you will have a test after every session, after every class. You will get your this PPT in your official WhatsApp group where you are there, where you are getting the link, and I will also provide the next day's class link there in the WhatsApp group. And after the completion of this class, I will share the PPT which I have shown in this class, and based on that PPT you will have a 10 marks MCQ question link will be given within 2 to 3 days. Here 10 MCQ questions will be there within the link. You have to fill the link and then submit to them, and submission is mandatory because without submission of this exam link you will not able to get the certificate. Okay. Okay, thank you
Ma'am,
so much
one
everyone.
question.
Yeah.
One question, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes,
please.
ma'am.
Shall we learn to make a proper diet chart for a particular age group of children
Of
in
course.
this?
Yes,
Okay,
you
ma'am.
will learn. Yeah, because you have to know you have to know the basics about the various types of physiological changes, about the various types of stages. After that, you will start to learn. First 3 months will be the basic, and the last 3 months will be the diet planning.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Any other query? Poonam have said something. Any query? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you
Thank you,
so much.
ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good night, everyone. Thank you.
Good night, ma'am.
সেন্ট্রিফিউজ দিতে হবে।